You can call me stupid. Yes, you can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy.
Oh, folks, I got a special show for you today. A lot of you guys don't actually think I've got a brother, but this is my brother Jerry right here. He's a little bit of a bourbon fan himself. You're a Buffalo Trace fan, right?
That's right. Yeah. Buffalo Trace Distillery.
What's you just found the bottle of that? How much did you have to give for it down there?
I gave $28.95.
Woo! There you go. We got a couple special bourbons here. We're going to try it. He has never had the Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered, and I've got another special Smoke Wagon. I've got our good old faithful Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. It's 115 proof. This is one of my absolute favorite bourbons. And then we've got the brand new Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger. This is also 115 proof. I believe these just came out this year. This is a new one from Smoke Wagon. So what we're going to do is compare the two. And he's never had Uncut Unfiltered, so that's where we're going to start right there. Get this thing open. You might as well start opening the other one because
I can do that because it's the easy one.
You know, like
it's got the side.
When you're trying to record this stuff and it should just pop right off.
And it never does.
It never does. You end up having to get a big old hunting knife. Now, I picked these both up, and I believe that this was like $68, and the Uncut Younger was about $72. It's not incredibly expensive or anything, but really, really nice. You got your cup. It's a nice little pour here, little snocker. Now it's got a strong finish, and it's 115 proof, so it's pretty hot, but it's just really clean.
It's like I like it.
Yeah, I think, being just a kind of a clean bourbon fan, I think you're really going to like this one. Yeah, you can imagine that with a little ice cube floating around it. You like yours with some ice in it. Yeah.
I do. A good ball of ice.
Yeah. Now it's got a nice little chest burn. That's got a strong finish. I may have poured us a little extra here.
A little bit of black pepper after notes.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jody over at Bourbon Bounty, I won a nosing kit from him. And one of these days, when we're doing this, we'll break this thing out. Down there by my feet. But he actually went out and put together all these different scents that you pick up. So you can sit there and go through as you taste.
Training your nose to the smells.
Yeah, so there's 24 different notes in here. He really went out and went above and beyond making that. And I know he just gave another one away. But that's his quarterly giveaway, and they're well worth it. Now these are a pretty hot finish, so I mean it's.
I'm a big fan of the black pepper burn at the end because I don't know, it just shows that you got a little bit higher alcohol content. I think when you get to that, instead of having a heavy char taste to it. So.
I like a good long finish, and I like kind of a newer oak. I don't want it to be super smoky or anything like that. It's got a new oak kind of hit to it too. I'd have to get the whole nosing kit out. And I think this is one of the ones I went through the whole nosing kit with this, and I picked out like 12 notes out of this thing. Now that may have been a little bit more than we needed for a tasting, but well worth it. That's a pretty good little bourbon right there.
Yeah, it's not a chugging bourbon.
no, that one's going to make you sip it clean. This is one that Jody recommended to me. It's kind of hard to find in some places, but it's always seems to be available back here. Usually runs about $65, but Again, one of my favorites. You've seen me drink it many times.
Maybe even has a little bit of that red pepper.
A little bit. Now this is the Smoke Wagon Uncut, the Younger. And I have no idea. Straight bourbon whiskey. Of course, these are out of Las Vegas. 115 proof. It's took the same philosophy used to create a superior, affordable, easy sipping bourbon. They didn't add any water. Uncut, non-chill flavored, fruit forward, with lots of candy flavor, cinnamon spice, and plenty of heat. So this is going to be, this probably is going to have more flavor to it than the Uncut Unfiltered.
I think so.
This might have that kind of seagrass or Angel's Envy, and for quite a bit less. We looked at some seagrass. They had what was that called? The gray box down there. It was like $225. Ooh. We can smell that cinnamon on that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cinnamon bun. Ooh.
It's a rich.
Well, that is rich. That is
The other is a clean burn. This has a rich undernote.
This is very similar to Angel's Envy, the finished Angel's Envy. It's got, I don't know what they finished that in. They didn't say, did they?
Well, that's surprising actually for that higher of a proof.
Ooh, I'm telling you what, like that is
I could move to the top of my list or close anyway.
for $72. I mean, it ain't exactly cheap, but boy, that's up
Good
there in the
middle of the
running.
road.
Yeah.
Top middle price.
That's it's got the flavors are as strong as seagrass. It is not as fruit forward as seagrass, but it is very candy rich. Boy, that is sweet. That is like a.
It said that it was fruit forward, but I taste more of a rich spice.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I bet I go back and buy another one of those. I love the Uncut Unfiltered. It's just a nice, clean, good bourbon. But man, this thing right here is delicious.
Has a warm when you start.
Smells like cinnamon toast almost. Buttery. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. It had a kind of like a warm butter when you first taste it. It coats your tongue really well. It's not. The other one cuts and it's clean. This one kind of coats your tongue.
The finish isn't as harsh on this either. No, like that. That Uncut Unfiltered, you're going to feel that all the way down.
This is more buttery and cinnamon toast with good homemade butter on it.
I'm going to tell you what. If you can find this Uncut the Younger, get it. Holy crap. Boy, that's good.
It's good. I can send you tripping down the back steps.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be you'll find me wandering across the hill looking for another bottle of that.
It's a good thing we got 26 acres.
That's right. That's right. So, for those of y'all who's ever curious about what my brother actually looks like, there he is.
Just like him.
Yeah, we look just
That's
alike.
twins.
Yeah. He's slightly older than I am, just a couple years. About 12.
About 12.
Yeah,
12 years older.
But this is my brother, Jerry. It's been great having him over here and having this whiskey review. Bourbon review, not whiskey review. I don't know all the legal. I think it's got to touch a barrel for like 30 seconds to be a bourbon.
Got to be 51% corn and one-time barrel.
Now, as soon as I turn the camera off, I'm going to pawn off my monkey shoulder scotch on the Jerry because he's a scotch guy. So, y'all take care. We'll see you in the next video, and there'll be a lot more to come. Stay tuned.